all. So I'm sure Pete might well listen to this. Credit to you all. So yeah, thank you.
mean, the guys put a lot of work in. They put a lot of work into organising them things, which is nice that because otherwise we wouldn't have anything for the windsurfers.
Yeah, it's good community though, isn't it? It's really close. Yeah, and sailors like you as well. So it's like, yeah, it's win-win all the way there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Recommend the steak pie.
And the chicken curry.
And the chicken curry.
And the cheese and biscuits.
And the cheese. I ate my own body weight last night.
Yeah, you didn't need to eat all of it, Rich.
Got to make the most of it.
Yeah.
Good evening, Mike.
Good evening, Ollie. Good evening, everyone.
How you doing, Mike?
Yeah, okay. Couple of sessions this week. Went out last Sunday in the storm, whatever it was called, and Friday. Been busy buying and selling.
Right.
Hey, I've binned all my SDM gear. I've gone to RDM, Jeff, after a brief chat at West Kirby the other week.
About time, Mike.
I've found some good kit actually. Sort of second hand. Been down to Weymouth. Fancy going sailing at Weymouth sometime. Looks quite good.
I know a lot of the guys. You should put it in the chat, Mike, because there's a lot of guys that are from Grimwith. They go down. They go down for weekends and stuff.
Yeah, no, the guy had a couple of Ezzies up for sale down there, so I thought it was worth the drive. So I went down last week and picked them up. Then went and had a look. But yeah.
On a serious note, are you finding it better with RDM, Mike?
Yeah. Has my windsurfing improved? No. No, it's tons better. Yeah.
Mike, if your windsurfing hasn't improved, you should get your money back off Jeff.
Yeah.
Got to bed it in though, and give him a chance.
Give him a week at least.
But I'm finding though with some more up-to-date sails, they're just so much more stable, and you can.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Absolutely, yeah. So, yeah.
Nice one, Mike.
Yeah, that's me. And I'm busy sorting out coming out in September, Ollie. So I'll be in touch.
That's excellent.
All done.
So. And then we've also got Mr. Pawel. Good evening, Pawel.
Hello, Ollie. Hello, others.
Have you come out of hibernation?
Almost.
I think Norway not frozen anymore?
Yeah.
Well, the last ice is still there, at least at the lake in our place, but it's not. You are not able to walk on it anymore. But it's only 30% perhaps of the lake is frozen.
Yeah.
The rest is open, so it's sailable actually in the there is no ice in the fjord, nice. So you can sail there. Sorry?
Yeah. And you've just come back from Bonaire?
Yeah, I came back on Wednesday evening. I came back from Bonaire, yeah. But it was a little bit disappointing. Second year when it was little wind, so I was using 6.3 sail all the time, almost. And the first week was on foiling. So in the first days with foiling, I had to pump on the foil to come up.
Yeah.
So nice. And then it was only sporadically in the air. So
Yeah.
But it was I was able to exercise on my switch stance and on
I saw the video
from time to time. So I got a little bit better on my switch stance going into it, and I get some switch. I went into switch in planing also, so the best progress is on this actually there. So I'm not.
It's good to progress in that because it unlocks a lot of doors in freestyle into other moves.
Yeah, and I'm not afraid to go in switch also if I'm overpowered and it's bumpy, so I can go in whatever conditions.
Yeah.
So it was not so before I went to Bonaire, so now I feel much better and much more secure when I'm doing it. So, and in these terms, it's actually okay.
Nice, that's good. I mean, for me, Pavel, going switch is if you get to a point where you get really overpowered, and then doing kind of most moves becomes a bit scary. But going switch for me is never, and it's for a lot of people, it's the same. Is you can be completely overpowered, but you can always try and go switch. Actually, having more power in the cell makes it a little bit easier.
Before Bonaire, I was actually scared to going into switch, but now I have exercises in the lot, also in the light wind condition when I was not planning, and then I figure out where to put weight and how to switch seats and how to stay upright and so on.
Yeah.
So then when I get overpowered with 6.3 and bumpy conditions, then I feel secured, and then there was no problem to go to doing it. So in these times I'm happy, but I haven't come. So I thought that perhaps I will come farther with the Vulcan, but
Progress is progress.
yes, a little bit progress, yeah.
Good. Right, guys, we'll go through these videos. I'm gonna run through them pretty quick because the internet is not super stable. So try and get through everybody's videos before maybe it falls apart or doesn't fall apart. So first, Pete Francis. This was a Friday before the clinic now, Pete. You're muted, mate. Can't hear you. Unmute yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. It was the Friday before, and it was too good of conditions because I didn't want to sail, but I couldn't help myself because I wanted to save myself for the weekend. But it was really good. Some good old waves, plenty of bump and jump, and it was a lot of fun actually.
Let's have a quick look through. Ooh.
6 meter. It was a 6 meter on my flicker all day. I should have been on a smaller one. I should have been on my 5.3 really. I was well overpowered.
That was the kind of theme of the weekend, wasn't it? Especially on the overpowered.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't got the confidence to go to a smaller sail, I suppose. And my default sail is always my 6 meter, and apart from the weekend when it was ballistic, 6 meter is what I go to all time, every time. And I don't know if that's a fault or what. I don't know.
I mean, it is like when we did the clinic at Ross Niger from 3 weeks ago now, and I got everybody to try my gear. So we had a couple of runs on my gear, and you can see the difference between like what with most people when they're using small sails is they kind of have something that's a bit older.
Yeah.
Keep a bit older because they don't use it much. But if you put a little bit of money into getting a decent sail that's small, you will only ever want to use that from then on.
Right.
They're still super powerful. They're super small, so they're super light. They're easy to throw around because they're small. It's an advantage in every way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What weight are you, Ollie? I know I've probably asked you this a million times.
I'm 90 in a winter wetsuit. I'm probably about 100 kilograms.
All right. And what's your sort of default sail? Your 5.3 or a 4.7?
My most used sail is 4.8.
4.8. Right. Yeah, that's interesting.
What's
your 6 meter then, Pete? Sorry, Ollie.
Yeah. So
what's your 6 meter, Pete?
What is it? That's an Ezzy Elite.
Right.
I think it's Elite. You got me thinking now. I think it is. Yeah. But I mean, and equally within the first 2 weeks of having it, I went through the panel, so I've repaired the panel on it. So it won't be optimum performance. It's but because it's my repair on it, but it keeps me going.
I mean, it does. Like if you get the opportunity to try one, Pete, like maybe a newer Ezzy sail that's more like a 4.5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Or you could have tried mine out really at the weekend. Would have been a good idea.
I think I might need that bit bigger though, as in a 5.2 or something. If you're 4.8 is your default one, I'm a bit heavier than you, so perhaps 5 or 5.2 might be better suited for me, would it? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I sail over Pawel a lot, so I rarely will change down from a 4.8. Because I just like the way the 4.8 feels, like the length of the boom and stuff like that. And I'm talking for like, like the day we had on the Sunday at the clinic this last week, race thought you were definitely on a sail that was too big then. You should have been on like a 4 meter.
Yeah, yeah.
It's what I was saying to the guys at the Ross Niger clinic the weeks before, was that better to be on a decent 4.6 or 4.4 or 4 than it is to be on a crappy 5.5. You'll get more power, you'll have more fun, you'll get planing earlier, you'll go faster on a smaller sail that's of good quality than you will of a Tushingham sail from 2001 that's had 1 million repairs in it.
Right. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I won't go from Ezzy though. I mean, I'm
No, I'm not saying don't. I'm not saying don't, but I would like recommend ring gum and see if he's got anything you can try. You might have something, or you might know someone that's looking at selling something, and they might let you try it because it's worth it. It'll make a huge difference because that 6 meter, but all of a sudden seem too big all the time. If you get a decent 5.2.
Yeah.
Pete, you say you like Ezzy's?
I do. Yeah, I'm sold on them. I've sold my soul to them.
Yeah. Do you know there's an Ezzy sales Facebook group? Someone put me onto that at West Kirby, and I put a thing on there about looking for sales, and that's where this guy from Weymouth got in touch with me.
Oh, okay. I'll have a look at that. Thank you. Cheers, Mike. Thank you.
I'll find it and stick it on the group. But it's really good. I mean, there's people all over the world on it, but there's a lot of stuff in the UK.
Yeah.
People buying and selling, advertising. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for that. Yep.
Yeah.
A quick look through this. The jibes on this look good, Pete. Nice tight jibes.
Yeah, I'm really. What I'm trying my hardest to do now is think about what you say and talk it through as I'm going round. I know that sounds stupid, but backhand back and that's a beauty tip. That one you've done today. I should have gone out today and tried it, but thrusting your hips forward. I can't wait to get out and try that actually. So as you come round, thrust the hips forward because I definitely stay down with my arse out.
So as soon as that rig starts flipping, rotating, so you let go of your backhand, that's when you push the hips forwards and stand up.
Yeah.
So this was the Sunday, yeah?
Yeah, this was our jump tuition, to be honest. This was
Sunday, wasn't it?
Yeah. And
so
that was
we're looking at getting a bit more control in the air.
Yeah.
Working on tucking that back leg up, weren't we?
Yeah.
That was a nice one. It landed so hard, he knocked the camera out of.
Yeah. Bit of a bummer that because I was planing out of that as well, I think.
Yeah, that's a nice jump. So the board's going up, the sails horizontal to parallel to the water, acts like a parachute. And then as you come down for your landing, you level it back off again. Maybe slightly flat in the landing.
Yeah.
Really extend that back leg just before you hit the water, and that'll just let the tail hit the water first.
Got you. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's board snapping territory.
Yeah. I did actually after your tuition get some. They weren't necessarily as long, but they were definitely more consistent at being planing out of it.
Yeah.
So all I need to do now is concentrate on getting the distance because it's just I need to make sure I'm as fresh as a daisy when I go. It kills my arms. I'm not as muscly as you.
Yeah. It's tiring jumping around.
Yeah.
But work as much as you can. Try and get that back leg, so you're kicking yourself in the butt with your back leg. You should be.
Yeah.
That will get yourself off the side of the board. So when you're in the air, the board's downwind of you, the sail's tucked in close, and that gives you the control in the air.
Yeah. But they were some good heights, weren't they? Them ramps. They were decent on Sunday. They were.
Yeah, we had a nice conditions.
Yeah, it was.
There we are.
Yeah, and so this was where I'm trying to show the board to the wind.
Good.
Yeah.
It's all the same things, but so when you say like show your board to the wind, it's the same thing as tucking your back leg. Just think about tucking that back leg up. Because when you tuck the back leg up, is you'll bring your heel naturally to the bum.
Yeah.
If you bring your heel, the toes will point down, and that will turn the board onto its side anyway. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Good.
I'm cueing the same thing in different ways because some people will find it easy to think about tilting the board on its side, but other people find it easy to think about just tucking up as much as possible.
Tucking up. Yeah.
Oh, nice jibe.
Yeah, I wasn't far off there, was I?
Especially in the conditions we had. It's not easy.
Yeah. It was rough, wasn't it? Yeah. So I was, that's why I said I was claiming that one because I thought I was quite pleased with myself. And that's the same one with the back camera.
Yeah, so there, Pete. As soon as you're coming around, arms a little bit bent.
Yeah.
This one's bent, which is good now because this one used to be straight all the time.
Yeah.
So that's progress. But now I want to try and get that front hand extended a bit more.
Yeah.
Do that. Bring this hand even further back. That'll make it easier.
Okay.
Yeah, so bring this hand, try and reach the clip.
Yeah.
It's practice for your forwards as well.
Yeah.
And then here you see, so you're like classic example of staying in the same position. So here you're coming round, your arse is sticking out, you're low, it's spot on. Soon as you release that power, at the minute, Pete, you're staying in that position.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
You get pulled. As the sail goes, it starts flipping, you get pulled over by it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you need to do there, just stand up straight and push your hips forwards, and that'll push the mast forwards as well.
Yeah, I've got that. That's on my to-do list without a doubt. Like I say, I was, definitely. Thank you.
You can push everything forwards. It'll help get the board flatter as well. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Hand placement there, much better. Much better. You can still get it even further.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, it's good practice. Remember we were doing the forwards. We're doing light wind forwards. We're reaching for that clip.
Yes.
Yeah? Same thing.
Do exactly the same on the jibes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and then I went and got my proper board and just had a play on that. But yeah.
So there's a good example of. I don't know who that is, but it's a good example.
I ain't got a clue. No, some geezer that I was watching.
Yeah. So tucking up that back leg, front leg is relatively extended in comparison, and then you're pulling that boom in nice and close. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, nice one, Pete.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good.
Yeah, and I've got a baton in the top now as well, so it's that'll. It's like another life extension for the Ezzy that's about a 1988 Ezzy. Thank you very much.
No worries. We've got Neil back in the group. I'm at this caption competition. Everybody needs to have a little think during the Zoom call. Best caption they can think of for this picture.
Can you guess what happened about 2 frames later on the video?
Did the mast hit the water?
Yeah. about 2 frames later, all you can see is this foot kind of sticking up about 6 inches out of the water. Everything else is gone.
That's good. And what did Andy put? Did I check my engine oil lately? Ask if anybody's got any good captions, stick them on. Right, Clive. Some dry land windsurf. Nice duck jibe. So this principally is exactly the same as a normal duck jibe on a normal windsurfer, with the way the sail moves and everything. Probably stand slightly differently, but it's probably a nice way to practice, to be honest. Really nice way to practice. I know, Pete, Francis, you've done this a little bit, haven't you? You're muted again, mate. You're muted.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, yes, I have. Yeah, I've got these, and we do it quite a lot actually. As soon as it's light winds and it's a dry beach, we go for it. So
it looks like a good way to practice.
yeah, and anybody's if I see anybody and I'm up there, you're welcome to have a go on them because they're not. It's not for everybody because when you fall off, it hurts.
I bet, yeah. But it's a nice duck jives, letting the sail fall onto the inside.
Yeah, it's good then.
Point. A nice aggressive. It'd be nice if he was a bit more aggressive and pulling the sail behind his head here. So he wants to now pull the sail in this direction to where the cursor is.
Right.
And I'll expose the correct part of the new side of the boom a little bit better. See how he grabs it behind the harness lines and then has to kind of shuffle up it, which is okay if you're going very fast. But I'm sure those trying duck jibes will know if you've not got quite the speed, you need to make sure you grab nice and far forwards, otherwise you are going to eat it. Yeah, nice one from Clive. Right, couple of videos from Pawel in sunny Bonaire, looking lovely. Let's have a look. Oh, going to switch. Oh, so gone a bit. No!
Huh?
Nice, Pawel.
Well, I still have feet bent. I need to work with it to keep a mod stride, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Out of interest, Pawel, how do you have the foot straps set up on the board?
As close as possible to the front and to the middle of the board.
Okay, so it's far forward on both inserts.
Yeah.
On the outside and the inside. You can try. There's a little trick. So a lot of freestylers do this. So if you use the forward inserts on the inside, on the outside inserts, don't use the front ones. Maybe use the middle ones instead. Yeah?
It will be quite bright then.
Because what that does, I'll just demonstrate here with the pen. So if your board is shaped like this, you've got two boards here. Normal foot straps look like that. Yeah, but if you use the inserts like that, the straps sit on slightly more of an angle. And the more of an angle you have here, the less you have to twist when you're going switch. It makes it easier to get switch.
Yeah.
The more they are kind of in the normal position, the more you have to twist when you go in switch. Yeah.
Yeah, I can try it out.
Yeah, I set mine up, so I have them exactly the same like you. It's forwards on the inside, but I have them in the middle on the outside inserts.
Yeah.
And that little bit of angle just means you don't have to twist quite so much to find the straps when you go in switch. Makes it a little bit easier, especially if it's choppy.
Yeah, I can try this out. Yeah.
Give it a go, see if it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go, big crash. It looks really choppy here. Is it normally like this there?
Yeah, inside. This is by Jibe City, so it's and when it's a little bit wind and there are a lot of people there, quite crowded. So you get all the water from the others and then some chop from, because the lagoon is quite wide, so the wind has time to speed up some chop.
Yeah.
And then it's bumpy.
Yeah, it's very difficult when you're learning switch. You want it to be as flat as possible, but it's good effort again. You see here when you start when you're sailing normally there, just starting to go switch, you're off the side of the board a little bit. As soon as you're going switch, as you start to come up over the board more, and then when the board's bouncing over the chop, you bounce with it. So you need to try as best you can is keep the bum out off the side. And twist, really try and twist as much as you can from the hips rather than the shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah. If you twist from the shoulders, the sail opens. Yeah. And when the sail opens, you lose the power, you lose the speed, and the board, it starts bouncing even more.
Yeah.
But try to think about twisting from as low as possible on the body.
Yeah, this. Yeah, I was.
Difficult.
Currently, I'm thinking mostly on keeping the power in the sail
Yeah,
but I know I have to put more into the hips, but
yeah.
it's not so easy
No,
as
it's
it
not.
looks.
It's not. So when you get so if you're sailing with your left foot forwards, so the right foot comes forwards to go, so you're in both foot straps then. When you start to take the left foot to go into the back strap, make sure you stay on the toes of that new foot. Don't make sure you stay off the heel. And like I said, really try and use imagine you've got kind of eyes on your hip bones and you're trying to look at the wind.
Yeah.
So you twist as slow down the body as possible and try and avoid letting the sail move too much.
Yeah, okay. I can try this, but this I haven't heard before. But I will try this.
Yeah.
What I got better is it's to press on the toes.
Yeah.
So it helps makes this going switch more secure for me.
Really?
I was working here on my handwork, what to do with the sail actually. So this was the pump, or the actually not the pump, but how we call it. Yeah. And this was I often forget, and then I just left the side be, and then I don't get the rotation.
Yeah.
So the sling did the slingshot, but I need also to move the sail more forward.
Yeah, exactly. So here you can see it would be nice when the slingshot's happening, and you can't see it so well. The front arm there, it needs to be completely straight.
Yeah.
Then the sail is far forwards. I mean, we talked about that, I remember, a while back. Because when that slingshot's happening, is that front arm wants to go completely extended.
Yeah. And this is what I have hard time to make it running. So yeah. So, I get lucky from time to time, so I get to running. Success rate is very slow, very low, very little, very low. So
in windsurfing, the success rate is always just enough that you carry on. That's the same with everything in windsurfing. You land just enough that you carry on.
Yeah.
Let's have a look here. Hey, that's nice. The slingshot on this one's better. The front arm's nice and straight.
And why I fall back?
Nice slingshot. So the nose dives there.
What do you define as a slingshot, Ollie?
It's the same thing when you go into attack, Jeff. You know the whiff waff of the sail.
Right.
The same thing here. So it's kind of slingshot. So you sheet in really hard just as you take off. So now you'd be sheeting in. So you're sheeting in with the back arm. The front arm's getting pulled straight, and it powers the sail up and moves the sail forwards.
Right.
So that it helps get the nose down into the water, so that you've got something that you can rotate on. If that nose doesn't hit the water, you've got no point of rotation.
Mm-hmm.
No, as we land, Pawel, not over the middle of the board. So it'd be interesting. Yeah, it's not a bad takeoff. Sure, but we land off the side of the board, too much on the toes.
Yeah, and this is.
I mean, this would be fine if you go further downwind, because then it would just go into a spock.
Yeah.
I would always try now that you're landing some Vulcans is always go for spock. Always go more downwind than you think. And take off like normal, and you'll land facing more upwind. Because honestly, it's easier to spock than it is to Vulcan.
Okay.
Because you've always got that power in the sail. You've always got something that you can lean against to help you keep your balance.
What you see here, I always end up with this backhand straight out, and then I lose everything.
Yeah, so this comes in now just from the fast hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this hand should already be coming up to the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what I'm very often struggling with, how to keep this hand forward. And
yeah, just let me have a look. Actually, video today. Where do I have the video? Here it is. I'm just going to send it to my laptop. Boom. I'm thinking about the mast. It's already on the mast now.
I cannot see any video.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't. There's a brief moment you can't see anything. But here, so as soon as it releases from the boom, it goes straight to the mast. So that when I land there, I'm already on the mast.
Okay.
Yeah. So by the time my board knows the board hits the water, you see that you can see the splash from the water where it's hit. I'm already on the mast. We go back to yours.
Yeah, I'm late. Yeah.
Okay. Still not on the mast. Still not on the mast. There now. It's way too late. Yeah. So as soon as that hand releases, which should be releasing like any second, release and go straight to your mast. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you almost go to the mast, and then you decide, nah. Yeah. So I would think now, Pawel, because the slingshot, it seems like you're understanding the slingshot quite well. So that's not a major problem. There's no major problem in your setup. The setup looks good. I would think only now about getting that hand, that backhand, onto the mast, onto the sail. Whether you go for the boom or the mast, it doesn't matter.
But
mast is easy to.
This is also one thing I'm struggling, because I often land and I try to reach for the sail, but should I reach for the sail or should I move the sail forward to the hand? So
I mean, if you
just grabbing it back, because then I move back and then I fall into the water on my back, and not instead of reaching the mast and the hand forward somehow.
Yeah, so like here now, this hand should be going straight for that mast, and if that hand goes for that mast, the sail won't end up back there. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it hold it in front of you. Yeah. If you look at the momentum of where this right hand that lets go, the momentum of that hand would carry the sail.
I'm still seeing some video from your YouTube, your Vulcan or something.
Pardon?
Yeah, I'm not. You are showing your Vulcan or something.
No, it should be on.
It's a narrow video. It's a narrow picture, Ollie, so you can only see one hand in it. It's too narrow.
But now it should be on Pawel's video now.
No, I'm seeing Kefalos.
Ah.
Now I'm back. Yeah, now back. Yeah.
Okay, it's because I think it's because the internet's not very good. It's lagging behind. I've been looking at your video now, Pawel, for maybe 2 minutes.
yeah, I know, but yeah.
So when you're releasing that backhand, you need to go.
So grab the mast once.
Exactly. It'll stop the sail falling behind you so much.
Yeah.
I think the internet's not really playing ball.
Yeah, I will try to
Slingshot
do
needs to
it.
be better on this one. Not aggressive enough, but it's good that you're going for it on both sides. I can't do it on my bad side, not all the time.
I'm trying doing it over both, and I land on both sides. I landed some, and some dry ankle ones too. So, but
really good.
It's perhaps 10% success rate, so it's not much.
Yeah, slingshot on that one could have been a bit more aggressive. Right. Nice one, Pawel. They look good.
Yeah. Thank you.
So think about tokens, and then for the switch, Caroline. Caroline. Hello.
Well, yeah. And what are you doing? What's going on?
I'm still seeing myself.
I'm really good
It's
now.
still the internet. It's like it's lagging behind. I'll stop sharing the screen and then try it again, see if it works. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't say top contributor under her name, does it, by any chance?
It says Topster.
Yeah, it does, I think. Sorry about that.
I'm getting ready for I need a crown. I need to be wearing the crown every week. When are you going to start paying me for?
You could paint a crown on your helmet.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Good idea.
Looking good there. Giving it some veins.
Yeah.
You are wearing a meat, so it's a very old video, or?
No, it's just freezing here. The water's freezing.
Okay.
It does get cold here, you know. You're not the only one.
Okay.
There we go. Caroline, next time you go windsurfing, rig your GoPro so it looks at the other side.
I know, I've tried to do that.
So you see, we all just flip it upside down and then twist the GoPro around. Because we always, this side of your jibing, I always only ever see the mast until I'm around it.
I know. I worked it out once and now I can't seem to work it out which side it goes. Ugh. Anyway, it's making me work on the other ones.
Yeah. And that looks not too bad. From what I saw.
I think this sticking your bottom out business, sometimes I think I'm maybe doing that a bit too long, because then that's when I've got straight arms and I get overpowered. So I'm wondering if I should be standing up a bit earlier.
No, if you get overpowered, it's not going fast enough.
Oh.
Not enough speed. If you go a bit more speed, you won't feel so much power in the sail. Moving very slowly when it's very windy, then you'll feel like there's too much power in the sail when you go into the run. Like there, you can see, it's hard to see, but it looks like from the board starts carving well.
Yeah.
And then it kind of comes back off the carve and then starts carving again.
Oh yeah. I might have
You
done
look
an
here, so it's
S.
carving, stops carving, and then starts again. It should be a nice, constant carve. Yeah.
Yeah.
So work there to help do that is to make sure that your feet, so when you step across the board, the feet should be parallel. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So if your board's you've got the midsection of the board here with your front foot straps.
Yeah.
Let's say this foot's in. When
Yeah.
this one steps over, the feet should be parallel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
then just your knees bend over them on that same course. And that
yeah.
will put some pressure on that rail. Yeah.
So, yeah. Are you thinking I haven't got it the back foot
Yeah. So
far enough forward?
Probably what's happening is I'd like to see the way the feet are, but I would imagine you kind of stood like this.
Yeah.
When you stand like that, you've got one like this, but one's like this, and the body weight doesn't move far enough over the board to get a nice carve.
Okay.
And so you might carve a little bit, and then your body moves forwards a little bit, and then you flatten the board off again. Yeah.
Mm.
If the feet are parallel, when the body moves forwards, there's only one way forwards can be, and that will be for the knees to track on top of the toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why it'd be nice to see from the other side.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
Let's have a look. Maybe we might be able to see it through the. Giving it beans. Oh, stop.
Yeah,
I can't really see. Maths is right in the way. Okay, the feet on this one they don't look too bad. It looks like there's 1 foot there and 1 foot kind of there. So on that one, they look okay. Let's have a look at the jibe itself. The carve's better on this one. So
yeah,
come around it better.
But then I dropped
Yeah.
it.
Let's have a look. Be patient. Be patient. So the carve's good. Foot change. What do you do when you change your feet? What does the body stay all the time?
Low.
Good. If you're not low, you'll get pulled over.
Well, where's this standing up bit?
After you release the backhand.
After that.
Straight away,
So
as soon as you release the backhand.
You need to make sure you stay nice and low.
Right.
That comes after.
Okay.
After, as soon as you release like normal windsurf, in a straight line when it's windy, what would your stance be like?
Low.
Good. If the wind dropped, what would your stance be like?
Standing up.
Yeah, exactly. You'd try and stand up as quickly as you could. Yeah. Feeling, I'm sure you've all felt it before, is sailing in a straight line and then you go into a lull you weren't expecting and you kind of get pulled, you have to pull yourself in over the board as much as you can. Yeah. But same thing as soon as you release that backhand for the rig flip on the jibe, you need to stand up because all the power's gone.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But Ollie, shouldn't the sail be much more forward now? Because it looks like everything is quite back.
Yeah. It's also a valid point here. But this for me is all here. That's going round. It all looks okay. It can't see the hands, so I don't know about the hands. But it could be probably because you're not low. You need to stay low there. Yeah. You could stay low, keep control of the sail, then you could slide this hand.
Yeah.
And then that would allow you to flip your rig effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So think about hanging off the boom when you do your foot change.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep. Oh.
Last one. Giving it beans again.
I don't know if I've done anything on this. I think I'm just going fast.
Going fast. Oh. I go very fast.
But yeah,
Well done.
this was. Oh, there's a rescue boat. That might be picking me up in a minute.
Hey, oh. What happened there? You
I don't know.
headbutt your camera.
Yes, I did. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like bashed my.
There's a screenshot. Screenshot in there. It is.
Yeah, I bashed my face on it. It's just. Oh.
Look at that! Right on the boom.
Can we have that as a caption?
It's always. That's yeah. We could do a caption contest for that one as well.
That's eating my boom.
That's a lot better
I will.
contest than mine was, I must admit.
That's a bit.
How I like that. Do it.
Hungry. Eat your boom.
Eat your boom. Do you want prize with that?
Yummy.
You're eating that float again. You've got 2 bite marks out of it already.
Yeah. There's a dog. It was a dog.
Let me find it, and I will.
Caption. Oh, I'm in.
I don't know where it's gone. Yeah. Screenshot.
I thought I might cut my face or something. I don't know. But I'm all right.
Have you counted your teeth? Do you have all of
Check them out. Yeah, I need a helmet on my face.
Stay low. Yeah, need a helmet for your chin as well.
Yeah.
Think about staying low when you do your foot change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then try also and flip the camera over so we can see the other side. That would be interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
No more hiding. No more hiding.
Exactly. Well, cool stuff, guys. I think
right.
I'll leave it there because the internet's kind of very slow.
Well,
But thank you all for putting some videos in.
Yeah.
I hope you got some good infos from the session, and I'll see you all next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well done.
you.
Take
Yeah.
care. Enjoy the sun.
See you all later.
Lucky you.